It was at this moment that he knew.
He bucked up. Welcome. You're listening to Bucked Up with Sam Buck.
Fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up.
Are you going on tour?
With Benny?
Yeah.
I hope so. I spoke to him about it. Right now he's just getting all the people who's paying and, all the money in line and I guess the time slots and, the ins and outs and logistics. And once you get all that figured out, I should be straight.
You were touring beforehand. You did the Plugs I Met tour.
I did do the Plugs I Met tour, and I did one other tour too, one before that, but they were all on tour. So
Was
I
that
did
your
a couple
first
shows.
tour?
No. Like contrary to belief, a lot of people they don't know. I did a lot of work before, like actually getting here.
I was going back through your Instagram and I was looking at that shit. You've been grinding for a long time.
I'm glad you went back and looked
Yeah.
because that's why I left all that there so people can see. Like I started like with nothing, like just I can rap. Yo, son, I can rap. Yo, listen to my music. I can rap. Like just telling everybody I can rap. And then like I started. I did this song called Chopper, and I let my mans jump on the song.
What year was this?
This was about 10 years ago. It's like 2011. Word. It's like 2011. It might have been longer than that.
Damn.
But it been like 7, 8 years, something like that. 10 to 8 years, something like that. And that song is fire. It's still on YouTube somewhere, but it's not under my name. We were in a group. So we did the song and that shit picked up traction. Man, we was performing that shit every night. Like every night. And my homegirl hooked me up with this tour. And we went on tour with them. That was like my first tour. Like it was called the Dean's List Tour with Scott Morris. And thank you, Scott. You get on my nerves, but thank you.
What was the name of your group?
Are Now. You know what I'm saying? So we put it out and we went on tour. And I actually got us a deal through a dude named Big Zo. He had just came home. He was a Zo gang member, but he was like a leader. And he had a lot of money and shit. He had been down for 10 years. He came home to a couple $1 million. And he basically was like, yo, I fuck with y'all shit. And when I brought it to the team, I'm not going to say the particular member, but one of the members was just like, yo, I want to take 60%. And then y'all three could split the 40%. And I was just looking at this nigga like, you fucking got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And I was cool with I got the deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was cool with just splitting it down the middle. So I was like the nerve of this motherfucker to tell me that he want to take 60%.
Yeah. Were you close before that? Like, were you
we
boys?
were cool, but the music made us closer. But I guess my energy, it overpowered a lot of shit that was going on. Like, and the song Chopper was my song. So if you hear the song Chopper, you would understand why I needed the energy that I brought. And live, I was the hook on the song. But live performances on those tours, like motherfuckers was coming to me after the end of the shows and wanted to get to know me and wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that might have rubbed people the wrong way or unintentionally. And I used to say something like, "Yeah, I'm on now, General Player K." And I remember one time after the shit, he was like, "Yo, stop saying you were on now, General." And I was looking at this nigga like, "What?" Bro, this is fake, bro. This is not a real gang, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
this is a rap group, nigga. Like, if I want to
We're on
say
tour,
that,
we're making music,
Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? So after that shit, I was just like, So shit. After that, we went on tour mad places. We did like 30 colleges, bro. Like so many colleges. I did my old college. I went back to Buff State. I did Howard, Connecticut, fucking Delaware.
What was the style?
It was rap. But we had a singer in the group.
Yeah.
We made all our own beats, so all the shit sounded original, like homemade. Like it was. I think if we'd have stuck to the program and everything was fair by now, we'd be the New York Migos.
Do any of them continue to make music?
My man Solo, he make music. His shit is in and out. He'll drop something now and drop something in 6 months, and it's dope, but it's just inconsistent.
And you
he
stuck
knows
with
that.
it.
I stuck with it all the way. So what happened was after we broke up, it's like you kind of got to rebrand yourself now. You done worked all of this way with a group. Now it's just you. So I stopped back, And I just, I just kind of wanted to do I always was doing my own music before that. You feel me? But once we stopped the group thing, I kind of got back to what I was doing already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, okay, back to Player K. Like, I can focus on my shit. I don't got to do the music that they like necessarily. I do what I want. And, I just rebranded it and, came back out with my own shit. Really. That's all that was.
You were talking about grinding, like beforehand, like just like grind. Did that sway you at all, like getting fucked? Because I know people who have gotten fucked over by the industry and then they drop off. Like that's like they're like, that's it. I don't want to.
I've got fucked over many times. The first time I ever thought I had a deal, I got fucked over. It was a dude named, I can't even remember his name. That's how long ago the shit was, like 10, 15 years ago. Nigga named Dan something.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to sign you. He was working with Cassidy at the time. He was working with Young Buck, but he was a shiesty nigga. So what happened was he had me and my brother come to Philly to meet him. We met him, and then he told me he needed $500 to put some shit together. And I just looked at my brother like, fuck it, we already out here. Let's just get this nigga the money. And it wasn't like I ain't have it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I had it, so it was like, fuck it. The nigga ran off with the money. Then like 3 weeks later, Cassidy going his shit. Yo, me and Dan, I have no connections with this nigga. He been using my name. And, the same thing Buck posted, and I wound up seeing that shit on Twitter. And then another artist hit me up, like, yeah, he was trying to tell me this, tell me that. We supposed to be the next this and next that. He was really pumping niggas up. And it happened. That was the first experience I had with anything music-wise. Like, all I had was
this before tracks. The tour, like, before all this, or was
this
this
is way before that. This is...
How old are you?
Shit, I probably was like 24, 25. Like, I had been making music before, but that was like my real experience trying to like take it to another level and see what I could do and get more people to hear my music.
Yeah.
Ultimately, right? So that was the first thing I did, and I got ripped off right away. My brother was like, I told you. He did tell me, though. He told me. I was like, nah, bro. He still get on me about that shit to this day.
He's like you got that file.
Bro, all the shit done passed. We here now. This nigga still be on me about
you don't even remember his name.
Yeah, I don't even know the nigga's name, right. And this nigga
He's like $500, bro.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that didn't, you just kept going.
Yeah, you get, bro. If you believe in yourself, nigga, and you first of all, nigga, let me explain something to you. To even have the mind state to want to go in this music shit, like, bro, you got to be crazy. Like, you got to be fucking crazy because it's like being an NBA star, bro. Like, but the difference is if you play good basketball, you can go that far. Mm-hmm. Everything with music is opinionated. How well somebody like you, how much somebody like you, how much somebody want to do a favor for you, how much somebody want to pick your shit up and buy into you. If I'm dropping 30 and 10, nigga, I'm going to the league. Like, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it don't work that way with this. So you got to spend a fuck ton of money in studio time. You got to spend a fuck ton of money on outfits. You got to spend a fuck ton of money on videos. You got to spend all this money. The overhead is fucking nuts. You feel me? And this is with no guarantee.
Yeah. Just a belief in yourself.
Just the belief.
Yeah.
You feel me? So with no guarantee, like, you gotta believe it. You got to. Because if you don't, my nigga, it's like, what the fuck are you doing this for then? Like, we not in this shit to play.
Yeah.
I'm 30 with 2 kids. I'm not here. I'm not coming to play with this shit. So it's like, it's balls to the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We gonna do it. We gonna do it all. Fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? Straight up.
Anything ever sway you?
When I broke up with R Now, that kind of had me in a down bit for like a year. I didn't really make too much music. That shit kind of killed me because I had put a lot of time and energy into that shit, and that shit was just like, damn, like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, It was just like, fuck. So, that shit was whack.
But I mean, even personal life.
Nah, nothing ever stopped.
That's why, see, you come in with confidence and belief in yourself. That's kind of, I've told this story too many times, but ever since I was 16, I knew what I was going to, like, I had shit happen, and I, like, believed that comedy was my shit.
Right.
And I'm never giving up. Nothing sways me.
And
nothing in light, like, shit, I'm here. I'm here. Like it. Why
You're
would
here.
I? Why would I ever give up?
Right.
You played sports before you were rapping,
Right.
so you have that like knowledge of like.
Let me take it a step further. I played in a predominantly white school, going to college, and my coach.
Buff State.
Yeah, not school wise. It's a lot of black kids at the school.
Yeah.
Football team wise, my coach wanted a all white line, and he wanted black skill players. He never said that, but the way it was shaping up, that's kind of what it was looking like.
Why? I don't know if that's ignorant, but like,
traditional shit, bro. You know, he's an older guy. I used to live in Georgia. I used to play football in Georgia. So I've seen this many a times.
yeah,
It's just the way the game goes sometimes. You got an all-white line that's big and burly, not very athletic, and then you got the skill players, the black dudes that can run fast and juke and fucking jump high and do all the, you know?
yeah,
And I think, you know, I saw it. I would say, like, this guy is way better than this guy. Like, why? And then, you know, and the same thing happened to me. He took me. I didn't even start my first game my sophomore year. After I was a starter through the whole camp and all that shit. And then he wound up starting me. He wound up starting me the next game. Because I was like, yo, y'all bullshitting me, son. Like, this guy is trash. And he knew it. He called himself trying to teach me a lesson. He called himself trying to teach me a lesson, but what the fuck ever.
yeah.
I don't know the point it was what
You
he
know-
was getting with this.
No, you were saying because you were talking about like if you're good in sports, you know what
Right,
you're doing.
so
But if you're
okay,
in music,
So here it is. So I'm like, okay, you want to start this motherfucker. Okay, I got some shit for your ass now. That whole weekend practice I killed.
yeah,
I just took my spot back. And I didn't really even lose it. I didn't even deserve to lose it. And, you know, you got to instill that confidence in yourself like, yo, I'm better than it. Then when you start playing in other schools and them shits got mad people in the stands and you looking up, you can't get caught up in the lights.
yeah,
You got to remember what your job is. You there to do something. Like, you have to do this and do that and do this and do that. So, or you're going to die. Somebody going to hit you, whatever the fuck. You're going to be fucked up on the floor. So, yeah, man, you know, that was definitely an introduction to being calm when a lot of people watching it.
Were
know what I'm
you doing like? Did you think sports was your thing when you were growing? Did you think were you doing music too?
Growing
like,
up,
yeah,
or-
growing up, yeah. Like, what did you see in your
Nah,
future?
growing
What did you
up-
see with your future?
Nah, growing up, I thought I was going to the NBA. Fat and all that, I ain't care. I'm going to the league.
Were you always big?
Nah. I was never always big. Like, I think I gained a lot of weight after football. You know what I'm saying? I had all that, you know, burly muscle mass.
But you're
and
not.
shit.
You're just like
I'm
you're
just
like
a-
football
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
You're
I
not
got
like
big shoulders, big
yeah.
back. You know what I'm saying? Low belly. I don't
Yeah.
really drink, so I mean, I don't really drink, so it could be worse belly. But you know, I got the rub belly, not the fucking in the way belly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
girls love the rub belly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
They don't
man.
understand.
Cuddly
bro.
nigga over
Yeah,
here,
that's what I'm
cuddly.
saying. Teddy bear shit. Teddy bear gang.
Yeah. So I wasn't always big, but I was always bigger.
Yeah.
You know, I was like the second before last dude in line. Like, I was the tallest one. Then it's always some really 6'3" nigga in 5th grade. Like,
Yeah.
and that guy was behind me. But I was the second tallest all the time.
So you thought basketball was your
I was
like,
like, yo, I'm doing it. I played basketball with Kemba Walker in middle school. He from my hood. We from Soundview. So yeah, I played ball with him, and shit, we was the only two that got moved up to varsity.
were you making music?
This long ago? This was like 7th grade. Nah,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't know
shit-
if you wanted to be like a
Nah, I
rapper.
wasn't
like,
that young. Bro, it was sports. Sports. Like, it was cool in my hood to know everything about NBA and, like, know all the fucking stats and know who
Yeah.
was the number 2 all time. Like niggas wanted to be sports analysts and NBA players. Like,
Yeah.
and football, we just played all sports. Like, just sports. Like, engulfed in
When did you move to football?
shit, when I went to high school. Because before that, they didn't really have too much. You know, they had Kips Bay, but I was too big already.
Yeah.
Like, to play with the middies in the Pee Wee League. Like, I was already too
You
big.
were just wrecking kids.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
I was,
you're
it's
just knocking kids
Yeah,
over.
like, I was already
Yeah.
too big when I was a kid, so I couldn't play with them. I weighed too much.
Yeah.
So, so I didn't get to play the high school. So, you know, I went to 4 different high schools. That was kind of fucked up.
Getting
you know,
in trouble or just moving around?
trouble. Yeah, trouble.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to think of what else. Like,
I know
nah,
you
I
were
was fucking up.
like
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I was fucking up. I was doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
Beefing and just my mom's. She just didn't feel safe and that whole fucking ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just living in the hood shit. Just niggas threatening my mom. I'm gonna kill your son when I see him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, and
Yeah.
I'll come on. I'm like, that nigga ain't gonna do shit. That nigga a bitch. My mother be like, all right, like you better. That nigga seem pretty serious talking to me saying that shit.
You have siblings?
Yeah, I got a brother and a sister, a younger sister and an older brother. I'm the middle child.
Okay.
Yeah, son. So yeah, that.
Were
shit
you
is
the
cool.
big one? Like, were
Always.
you?
I'm big. I'm bigger than my big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 5'9".
No one in my family's tall. I'm not like big, but no one in
Yeah.
my family is like
Tall.
Tall.
So you be looking all weird in all the pictures.
for real. Yeah,
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like
Oh, then
13,
Sam.
looking down at my dad and
Right,
shit.
right. Yo, man, I'm tired of this shit.
You
Give my fucking skateboard back, Dad.
you go to the room.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I was always cool though. I was just a big funny nigga. Like I was
Yeah.
just funny, like just funny.
But football, did that give you structure? Like sports give you structure?
Yeah,
Because
that
you
shit
have to
took-
have discipline to grind. That's the like.
Yeah, see the thing was, and I mean this in the most humble way. Like I was too smart for this New York City school system. Like I would go into class and do my work and just, with comedy comes intellect.
Yeah.
Like it's just kind of one and the
You're
same.
just bored of it.
Yeah, that shit was fucking easy. I do my work and I just be snapping.
If you know how to cheat the system, not you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I used to just go to class, do my work, be done in 10 minutes, and then just snap on everybody. The rest of the class, just cut everybody ass and just make niggas want to fight and shit. Like I was that type of nigga. What you going? What? Like I was.
because no one's gonna fight you. No.
No. We in New York City.
They're gonna fight you.
They gonna fight me. Niggas got hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nobody scared in New York, bro.
Are you a
can't
fighter?
be scared. Am I a fighter?
Yeah.
It depends.
You played football.
No,
I
it
feel like you can
depends.
handle- yeah.
It depends, really, cause I'm a cool nigga. Like I'm funny, I'm laid back, I'm a weed smoker, I'm happy all the time. But with that and me being like hella handsome, with that comes
love the face
you know what I'm
though,
saying?
yeah.
Hella handsome, you know what I mean? With that comes motherfuckers think I'm soft, or motherfuckers think, maybe they can say what they want to say to me, or just what the fuck ever. So with that being the case, that shit come, and when it come, I meet it right at the door.
Yeah.
Like, so what we doing? You want to fight? Like straight up, cause most people don't.
When'd you start rapping then? After football, like
Nah, I started rapping like senior year of high school, going into college type shit. Like I just start writing and shit.
did you
that's
want to
probably
go
the
to
first-
college?
Yes and no. I wanted to go to college because I knew I was gonna play football, so I was looking forward to that. You don't play 4 years of high school, and then start to like understand why grow. You grow. Like my first 2-3 years of high school, I was just a dickhead. Like I was just doing dumb shit,
Yeah.
just all type of shit. Then I wound up moving. I stole my mom's car a couple times, got caught. It's just one of them type of things, like just shit in the hood, like constant beefs with people, and I just needed a new scenery, so I went to Georgia. My mom's wound up sending me off to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there and I did my last year and a half of high school out there.
Did you have family out there, or did you just all move out
My
there?
godparents. My mom was in jail for selling crack when I was born. So those were my foster parents. And as I lived with them till I was like 4 or 5 years old, and they became my godparents after.
Were you born in jail?
Yes, I was. I was
And
born
did
in
you
jail.
meet your mom? You didn't meet your mom until you were
Till I was 4 or 5 maybe. My sister might have been 4.
Yeah.
I was 5. Yeah, because I remember when I met my mom, and it's like weird. But yeah.
Is that your first memory? I feel like that's one that's like
No, my
probably-
first memory is when I broke my femur. I was like 4, 5, 3 or something like that.
How, damn,
broke
that's
my
like that's
femur.
the worst bone to break.
I know it's the hardest bone to break too.
Yeah.
I have one leg longer than the other now because of that.
Still playing sports.
Yeah, kill
How'd
me.
you break it?
I was on a rocky horse and I fell off and my leg got caught in the spring and the spring broke my shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, right bad.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
that's
your
my
first.
earliest. That's my earliest memory, and I think it was just the immense amount of pain. Like I don't know, but I remember me getting hot.
Yeah.
Like my body got hot. And I think that's your body letting you know something's broke. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the adrenaline.
Yo,
You're
bro,
just like,
I remember I had a cast all the way around my hip, all the way down my leg. Like, it wrap around, when you break a thigh, you wrap a cast around your hip. And then it go all the way down your leg, from the top of your leg to the bottom. And I used to just crawl on my stomach.
army crawl. It's probably how you got big shoulders, yo. You're a fucking army crawl.
Exactly.
You were
right.
did that for a long
I did
time.
that shit for like 6 months.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's my earliest memory. Then my second earliest memory is seeing my mom. I remember seeing the Bronx Zoo sign. That's how I know I was 5, because I remember I could read. I was like, oh shit, Bronx Zoo. What the fuck is that? Is animals in there?
Yeah.
I've never seen a zoo. I remember that was the first time I saw a zoo.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, where? It was 2 people in the car. They was like social workers. They was dressed like, casually professional. And I was like, where are y'all taking me? And they was like, we're taking to your mother's house. I was like, but my mom lives in Long Island. And I was like, no, your real mom. I'm like, what? You feel me? That shit is traumatizing.
I
don't
bet.
care what nobody said.
They didn't give you like a warning. They were just like,
I don't remember that part
yeah.
in my memory. Maybe they did, but I don't remember that.
Do you remember meeting her? Or do you just
My
remember?
mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember me and her. Yeah, niggas like, yo, this is your new room. You're like, what?
Oh, so they were just like, all right, you're home now.
Right, right. My mom came home from jail. She got her apartment and all that shit.
That's
and,
life change. I mean, you know them.
And then, bro, listen, I went from living in fucking Long Island with a backyard and shit, in the pool, fucking around, to basically in the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? We lived in the hood. Like, we had rats and all that. Like, we lived in the fucking ghetto.
Was your mom like good after?
Yeah, she was straight. I mean, she was a get money person.
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
a fucking drug dealer.
Yeah.
My dad was one of the biggest drug dealers in the Bronx at the time. Like, he was some Dominican nigga. See what I'm saying? So he was just.
Did you know him through on all this?
Nah, I met him one time. I met him once when I was 13. He was hyped to see me. But, you know, he got shot a couple times. Nigga got a piss bag or whatever, a little shit.
Colostomy bit, yeah.
So, you know, it's like,
yeah.
I ain't like you some nigga I just met. Like, you feel me?
Yeah,
It's weird. Like, it's not.
But that makes sense why you would want to go to college.
Right.
If you had the certain
up
until
I
a
had the
point,
opportunity.
it changes. You're like, that's
Right.
kind of a way to not get back, but like
Going to Georgia made me see that the world is a lot bigger. People are living a lot better. If you live in the hood, everywhere you go, niggas is in the hood. The people that you're around, they all live in the same circumstances that you live in. It ain't no competition. You just want to get into an apartment.
Yeah.
You get me? Then when you go to Georgia, and you got my godfather who got a good job. He working at the hospital for years. And you got my godmother who was just like, I don't even know what she really does. She's probably a scammer now. You're not a scammer, mom. I'm joking. I don't know what the fuck she does. But, you know, basically, the point is, they lived in a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah. A very different
The
lifestyle.
lights leading up to the steps and shit. When I seen it, I said, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lake. We go fishing every day now, and it's a whole different life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know you're going to eat at night. You know, it's just shit that...
Were you getting in trouble there?
In Georgia? Nah, I'm not. I didn't really know too many people at first. You know what I'm saying? Then I wound up playing sports.
Yeah.
So I would just come home, go to sleep. Come home, go to sleep. Like, and then bullshit around. On the weekends, you could go fish and play more sports and just sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really get in too much trouble down there because it wasn't really too much trouble to get into. Like, if you got in trouble out there, you was being like a supreme asshole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got into a couple fights out there. You know what I'm saying? But that's just wherever
Southern
you go.
shit, yeah.
That's just wherever you go. And I was a New York kid talking to all the girls like me and shit. You know what I mean? So naturally, I had some beefs or whatever, but I handled those. So, you know, whatever.
When did you go? Because I originally thought you were a Buffalo guy at first. Like, I thought you were a Buffalo rapper. And then you were like, oh, you went to Buffalo State. Is that when you met? Like,
so let me tell you about Buffalo. So, boom. Now it's time to go to college. I'm talking with my coach. He's like, yo, you know, you're not getting too many big offers, but, you know, Jerry's going to UB. One of my good friends, he went to UB, played with Khalil Mack and shit. He's like, you know, Jerry's going to UB. Maybe you go to Buff State, ball out for a year, then you transfer. And I'm like, yeah. So the problem, it wasn't even recruiting. That wasn't the problem. I was getting recruited. The problem was grades. So the first 2 years of high school, I was fucking retarded. And it wasn't even I was failing class because I was stupid. I was failing because I didn't care. Like
Yeah,
it was just like, what the fuck? But the next 2 years, I did really good. I went to school in Georgia for a year and a half. Then my senior year, I came back up here to finish.
Mm-hmm.
And in my senior year, I got 95s across the board. I was like salutatorian or whatever when I graduated.
Yeah.
Out of my senior year, I was second in my class. So that with averaging out with that is like a fucking 70. So now I got to score 2,000 on my SAT to go Division I, or go to a community college or a Division III college, and then transfer out.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the plan. Then I got to Buff State, and that shit was like nigga island. Yo, that shit was crazy. Like yo, it was crazy. Like it was like New York and Buffalo. Like it was like crazy.
Yeah.
And I was comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about it like, yo, you know, I'm probably not going to the NFL. I play offensive line. I'm an undersized guard. You know what I'm saying? I held the squat record at my school for like 3 years, and then some big white dude came and broke it named Gugino. That's another story. I held the squat record at my school for a couple of years. So, you know, I had the power to play the position. So I played it well. And I started for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Then my 4th, 5th year, I just quit. I didn't want to do that shit no more.
Were you rapping it all in Buffalo?
All the time.
Because I thought you were like, were you in the Buffalo scene at all?
Oh, you mean like coming up as
Yeah.
they were coming up?
Yeah.
See, let me tell you about that, though.
Because I thought you were a Buffalo rapper.
See, I was. I used to work with a nigga named Thugsman out there. They all know Thugsman.
Yeah.
Thugsman, he's a great producer. He was one of the first Buffalo rappers who really got popping. He had the dances back in the day and shit, like 03, 04. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, niggas used
No,
to
I
fuck
was
with him.
really-
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah, little simple shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
TikTok dances before.
Yeah, but
that.
he's like talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody worked with him. And when I started working with him, he used to say, "Yo, bro, I gotta get you with this dude, DJ Shay. They got this label. I can't remember what the fuck it was called. Me and Shay.
Street Entertainment, was that?
Nah, it was another one. Buff Nickel City Records, it might have been, or some shit like that. I might be fucking it up. I'm sorry, Shay. But
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Shay. Yeah. But yeah, me and Shay talked about that shit all the time. Cause I used to be like, yo, I remember you niggas. I'm like, yo, you don't remember me? I used to be with Thugs, man. And it used to be a couple niggas that used to come around the studio and shit, like I would see.
Yeah.
And they used to have some nigga out there named the 7-foot rapper. This is back in the day.
The 7-foot
You remember
rapper.
him?
No, that's
Yo,
just
bro.
That's a dope name.
He was 7 feet tall.
I mean, it would be weird if he wasn't.
He
It'd
was.
be weird if like Royce was
Bro.
like 6'2".
Bro, right, exactly. Royce the 6'2", and he's 5'9", right?
Yeah.
But no, he was 7 feet tall. He was
Damn.
like, he really was like 7'5". This nigga
Crouching in the studio and shit.
bro, he was huge, bro.
Was he?
so,
Could he spit?
he was all right, but he had got a lot of like looks on World Star because
He's 7
he
feet
was 7
tall,
feet
yeah.
tall. And I used to see him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And me and him have a track somewhere. I don't know where it's at. It was all right.
How tall are you?
6'2" on a good day.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little pair of ups on.
Yeah. I feel like you're
ACG
big.
boots.
I see you as bigger because I'm 6'3", but I see you as like 6'7". I feel like.
Man, you know, it's the aura.
Yeah.
Rick James
yeah.
type shit. You know what I mean? Put the shades on. Put the shades on. Nigga,
You are the
know what I mean?
Buffalo. So you were.
Mhm.
So you knew Shay before all this shit.
Yeah, I did know Shay. I had bumped into Benny a couple times.
Yeah.
Cause I always used to ask. Like, I'd be like, yo, Thugs, who the hot niggas out here? He'd be like, yo, it's a nigga named Benny 2 Chainz.
Two chains, but
Yeah,
yeah.
Benny 2 Chainz. You gotta
yeah.
fuck with Benny 2 Chainz. And he'd be like, damn, he named some other nigga, Joe Nile. It was a nigga named Joe Nile up there. He used to sing.
Yeah.
I wound up getting to work with him. Way back too. This is back then in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So I knew who the niggas was. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I didn't always get a chance to work with them. I bumped into Benny a couple times. You know, he was a hustler. Nigga used to be out. Nigga used to have his shit out.
Yeah.
His CDs and all that. So I was aware of who he was. I met him a couple times on the Humble, but I didn't really meet him until right before Tanner Talk 3. Right before that.
How'd you meet?
At the mall.
Walden?
Yes.
Shout out Walden Gallery.
Shout out fucking Walden, man. Yo, I'm walking. I got my daughter on my shoulders, bro. She like holding my head and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's Benny. I put my daughter down. I'm like, yo. I'm like, yo, Benny. I'm like, yo, what's good, bro? He like, yo, what's up, man? Regular, like he know me, like I know him.
Yeah.
That's how you gotta approach niggas, like you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah, totally.
Like it's love. Like I know you, you know me, even if they don't, because if you act like you know
You
him,
can't
nigga,
be acting all
yeah,
night.
like
Yeah.
oh my god, and it wasn't even. He wasn't even there yet.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't even there yet, but I had been telling a nigga named Fred. Okay, so the nigga named Fred I knew I used to give him work. I used to sell drugs. I don't anymore.
Yeah.
But I used to give Fred work and weed. And it's legal now, so it's weed.
Yeah.
So I used to give him weed. And I used to say, yo, Fred.
I love the explanation. of
Right,
that.
because I don't want to say work and niggas think I was selling heroin, fucking Molly and shit, and all this shit, fucking up communities and shit. But I used to get a nigga the weed, so I used to always say, yo, bro, when you see Benny, tell Benny I want to work with him. This is before he was moving and shaking like he was. So he was in the
Work
town.
musically.
Right. Work music.
Okay.
And I used to always tell him that, like, yo, let him know. So this is like 2 years before I even met him. Mm-hmm. And then I wound up meeting the nigga, and I'm like, yo, you know Fred? He like, nah, who Fred? I'm like, Fred from King City. He like, nah, I don't think I know Fred. I'm like, oh, never mind.
This motherfucker.
I'm like, yo, you know Smoke Dizza though. you know Dizza.
Yeah.
And
You
he's
know
like,
Dizza first?
yeah, I knew Dizza first. Yeah, I knew Dizza first. But that's how me and him met. I said, he said, you know, such and such. He was like, yo, FaceTime Dizza. I FaceTime and Dizza's like, yo, that's my brother. Treat him like you treat me. And
That's real respect right
this
there.
is 7 years ago. 6 years ago. This is about 6 years ago. And he's like, yo, what you doing tonight? I'm like, shit, I ain't doing shit. He like, let's go to the studio. I'm like, bet, we out. And we went to Thugsman Studio.
What'd you record?
The song that we put out.
Rags to Riches?
Nigga, we did that shit 7 years ago.
That's wild.
We did that shit 7 years ago.
That's a great track.
Yeah, I did it 7 years ago.
I know, that's a great. It doesn't sound like it's 7 years ago.
Exactly. Nah, it was probably like 6 years ago. I don't want to.
But still.
Yeah, it's definitely 5 years old. I held on to it for mad long.
Did you have that beat?
I got it from Buddha. Yeah, Buddha and Grands. I had the beat already. I've been knew Buddha for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, he used to play me and shit when I was a little nigga. Then I came up. Now, we actually working on a mixtape now.
Yeah?
Yeah, full joint. Like 10 tracks, 15 tracks.
That's going to be dope.
Yeah, it is. I got some tracks. I'll let you hear them and shit.
All right.
Yeah.
It has to happen naturally, I feel like. If you like push something.
Only way.
If you push something,
listen.
it'll never.
I'll tell you this. I thank God every fucking day, whether he exists.
For real.
Whether he exists or he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I thank him. Because I don't know. I was a history major, so my mind is fucked when it comes to like the history of the world and religion. I know both
You
sides.
ever do hallucinogens or anything?
Mushrooms, I tried that. I wasn't really too high though. I was more like off balance and like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? All right.
I'm just kidding, everyone. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, probably edit that out.
Right. So
Allegedly. Yeah.
allegedly, right? So yeah, I mean
It'll be my gift.
right.
No, I just because that opened me up
Word.
to like
To what,
being
though?
like, oh, there's something bigger than what there's something bigger.
Yeah, we're all made up of atoms and matter.
Yeah.
Everything that we see, even man-made things that we see, still had to come from natural resources, no matter what it is. You get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
need something to make plastic. So we just took something out the air and made plastic? Like we took air and made plastic.
Yeah.
Like, no, it doesn't work like that. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So even us. So all we are is a product of the universe. And once you start fucking around with DMT and certain shit like that,
Yeah.
you start seeing into what you come from and what you are and what you're made of. You feel me? You take a fifth dimensional look into your mind.
That's what DMT pushed me to start this podcast about a year and a half ago.
See what I'm saying?
And it made me realize, that's what I meant when I realized, oh, if I believe and thank my higher power, whatever,
Right.
if I thank the universe,
It'll come.
the universe will thank me
It'll
too.
come.
Because
It'll come. And you got to believe it. You got to say it. You got to manifest it. You can't say things about yourself negatively. You can't.
if you get anxious, you're going to feel anxious.
Yeah.
Like,
This is something that my man Q is, my man Superb, he said to me, me and him go back and forth with shit all the time. I love you if you're listening. But or when you listen or if you hear it. But Me and him went back and forth about this shit, and he said, "Yo, let me tell you something." He said, "Words. What do you do when you break a word down in letters and you say it?" I said, "You spell it." He said, "What is a spell?" I said,
God damn.
Right.
That's some Absol shit.
You
right?
feel me? He said, "What is a spell?" I said, "I guess words when you kind of like do magic and shit."
Yeah.
He said, "Exactly." He said, "What is magic?" When we talk about spells, all it is words. So all you doing is saying what the fuck you want to happen. So you have to
Yeah.
be very careful about what you're saying, because what you're saying is
Yeah.
you're casting spells. So I thought about it. And I was like, wow,
He's fucking right.
that's some deep shit.
Yeah. It's kind of like you're like in a. This isn't as deep
Wait,
as
hold
that.
on, wait. Before you go, he also told me that carrots was man-made. So that's where the line is like, you know what I mean? The vision is blurry.
The
So I don't
dude
want to
is-
say like he told me and I was like, what the fuck ever.
Nah, the dude who administered my DMT trip also told me I should drink my urine from time to time. So I understand.
Exactly.
Sometimes the crazy
Blur
comes,
lines.
the good, yeah.
Blur
But
lines,
no,
for sure.
it's like you're like honestly, it's like you're an equation of everything that happens to you. So
Right.
if you're spending your time fucking off, like
Right.
you're gonna fuck off, like.
And that's what's
And
going
it
to come of it.
sucks being like cutting people off who aren't doing anything.
Right.
Because it's like, I want to give you my love and support, but if you're not helping yourself,
I can't.
like, I need people who are going to want to pull me up because I'm trying to pull myself
I
up.
think when you focus your energy, that happens naturally.
Yeah.
That it's like a tree continuously growing and the dead leaves falling off. That's just what that is. You know what I'm saying? When you put your mind there, you notice what you're doing, and you put that drive there, nigga, that shit just happens. Like it just, it's nothing you could do about it. Like, you know, it sucks, but you know, you got to take the punches and keep it rolling.
So then what made you go on tour with Benny?
Okay, so what happened was Dizza was on tour for like 3 shows, and he could have did the whole tour too, but he didn't want to. He had other obligations he was trying to get done, and he had a lot of shit going on at home, like that he had to take care of.
You can.
No, I'm straight.
All right.
I just didn't want to make a mess of that.
Oh, I have a rolling tray if you want it.
Perfect. Nah, I'll put it in here.
All right.
Yeah. So he was on tour too. Damn, this backwood is horrible. They're backwards, man. Come on. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I'm 3 years off. I used to smoke so many backwoods. I'm 3 years off. I'm all paper planes. I'm Wiz Khalifa.
These niggas is hit and miss like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It was right at the end of me smoking backwoods that they started being shitty.
Yeah, man. They got
Like,
I think what happened is they started being overproduced, and they were just like, "Oh my god,
For real. Right
yeah,
when
everybody's buying backwards now."
I stopped when Russian creams were hard to get.
Right.
When you couldn't get Russian creams.
Now they're everywhere.
Now that's like the main like
Right.
ever
Right,
since
it's the
fucking
go-to
who are
shit.
the 2 rappers who had the Russian Key Glock and Roy Woods. Those were the 2. Anyway, you were talking about Dizza came on tour.
Right. So he's like, "Yo, K, I'm going on tour. Come fuck with me. If I could get you on stage, I'll get you on stage. You know, just
Yeah, of
how
course.
it happens." And I already been around these niggas for like 4 years, 5 years. So like I say, like, bro, you know, he's legendary.
Yeah.
And, you know, he had some things he had to work through with his deals and shit just to get back on the right good foot. And I was there through all of that. And I believed that Dizzy would get back right. I was with Benny before all the Rock Nation shit and just before Tana Talk 3, just before all the shit, just before everything. And it was kind of like, yo, I think, I'm like, nigga, I'm telling Benny, like, yo, bro, chill, you next, nigga. Like, this is, when I'm telling him this is not him, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he like, yo, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm like, nigga, shut up. Like, you feel me? Like,
They are humble.
Right.
But they, like, I remember talking to Conway in, like, probably 2016, 2017, and him being like, man, when I'm in Boston at this little club, like, this is where I feel love.
Right.
Like, look at him fucking selling out tours and shit.
Right,
It's
right.
They were just, like, they were grinding.
hungry.
They were
And, you
hungry.
know,
They're still hungry.
Open.
Yeah.
to what's next. Like no, like just ready for whatever's coming. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell him like, yo, bro, you next, nigga. Like you ain't even got a trip. Like, bro, niggas is on it in the streets, and nigga, I don't know if it was the humility or things gotta actually, you gotta sign shit for shit to actually go through. And about a year later, maybe 2 years later, he came out with the Rock Nation shit. And we had talked about that a year before that too. So from all of that, here we are, fast forward 3-4 years later, 5 years later, and I ain't never do no fuck shit. I always been a player nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't never come around with bad vibes, Niggas always accept me. Even if nobody invited me, I just still always just find my way.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody's like, yo, how you it's never like that. You know what I'm saying?
You're grinding. You're on exact.
So when I walk in the door, it's love. Niggas, oh shit, K, love, where do we eat at? It's love. Niggas is funny. We all funny people.
Is that how you met Dizzo, weed in the Bronx? Like,
bro, weed, son.
Yeah,
I told you I was selling drugs at one point.
Yeah. Good weed?
Yeah, nah. I was a low master. I'm not gonna even lie. I used to have the lows that'll make them go.
Can I smell this?
Yeah.
This is
shit.
you wanna? I'll hold it up to the camera.
Yeah, that's this is Big League Buzz. That's called Grand Slam OG. Some gas. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. You can take a bite of that, smoke that if you want. Grind some up.
Some beautiful shit.
Yeah, it's great weed.
I'm gonna roll that up after.
Yeah, it's fine.
I want to enjoy it. I want to.
Yeah. Be all trying not to be too high and shit.
That was the first 30 minutes of this podcast.
Right. I was like,
fucking,
damn, this nigga high over there.
I'm fucking high as shit. Yeah.
Don't worry, I held it down. Don't
You
worry.
did.
Yeah,
Thank you, man. I was
got
fucking
you.
stoned as a bitch.
It's all good.
So that's how you know.
So let me tell you how I met Dizzy. So boom, I'm in Shice Bub crib, right?
Give me a water bottle.
We got this. We have a mutual friend. His name is Old Boy. He's from Cali.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of niggas in the hood know Old Boy too. He be fucking mixy. But anyway, so we all. I go to fucking Shice Bub's crib one day, and when I go in there, Old Boy is there. I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy. So quick backstory. Well, matter of fact, I'll tell the backstory in the story. So, Old Boy is like, he be telling niggas in New York that his hood is crazy, but niggas don't be believing him. But I went out there to his hood, and that shit is bugged the fuck out. So I know. You feel me? I'm like, no. Like, his shit is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a cool laid back nigga, but I'm from Soundview. Like, you probably not aware, but that's probably one of the worst places to come up in New York City. Like, if it's Red Hook in Brooklyn or whatever the fuck, the 90s where the woes and the chose is at, nigga, it's Soundview on this side. Like, that's one of the worst. It's a lot of love there now.
But when you were coming up.
But yeah, when I was coming up, it was a lot of senseless death. It was sex, money, murder was the big thing. You know, it was way different than it is now. I think the difference is now we all came up together. So we love each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, people still do funny shit, but nothing that you're gonna kill a nigga about. Something you might fight somebody about, but it's a lot of love in Soundview. It's a small community, but it was fucked up coming up.
Was anyone coming out of there at that time, or even now? Like
Lord Tariq, Peter Guns.
Okay,
they was like the only real Soundview legends. I'm not gonna even lie. This is love right here. Tracks. Will Tracks. He was from my hood too, and he got the he got the song. Dun 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 dun. It come on in the parties. I can't remember the song. It's just like a dance song.
Yeah, it's one of those.
One of those songs, and it's not coming to me right now. But yeah, he got that song. That's pretty big. And other than that, Kimba. Yeah. Kimba Walker, he from my hood.
Yeah.
So he probably the biggest thing to come out of Soundview. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm in his hood, and I say all that to say I'm comfortable in other niggas' hoods.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a spooky nigga. Like, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not, like, but I look like I blend in. I just blend in.
Yeah.
And I'm in his hood. It's mad Mexican niggas. They all got bullet wounds. There's one nigga with with a neck brace like this. Nigga like, yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck this nigga got me in? Like, I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. So anyway, his homeboy name was Mad Dog, and he was about 5'4", little Mexican nigga with the bald head. He in jail right now. He done shot somebody, got into a shootout with some police. So he was bugged the fuck
That's
out.
what that happens. That's
Yeah,
good to get you in jail.
Right. He
You
was,
can't shoot out
he
with
was
police.
bugged out, son. He was bugged out. And long story short, I'm telling Dizza and Shice Bubs the story because he's telling them like, yo, ask K. Ask me what happened when I dealt with them. So what happened was, okay, long story short, I went out there, bought a whole bunch of fucking weed, right?
Yeah.
The guy gets shot at in the house or some wild bugged out shit.
While you're there?
While I'm there, I'm thinking they playing with me. Like, but
you're just grabbing weed.
Yeah, but they got my bread. I hear the shots. I get the fuck out of there. Long story short.
No weed, no
weed, no money. Because it was just It was.
You're not gonna get shot.
Yeah, I didn't know what
shit.
the fuck I was at.
Was this a large amount?
Yes. So I'm like, fuck. So the nigga texts me the next day, like, yo, everything's good. I gotta go to Mexico or some shit, and I'll be back in a week. From a whole nother phone or whatever, the nigga sends me a selfie on the train. It's mad desert behind him. I'm like, what the fuck? Real shit.
Yeah, no, this is
So I'm like, damn, like, oh man. So the nigga, I'm calling the nigga. He called me back, like, yo, don't trip. I ain't gonna do no funny shit with your money. Nigga just stay in LA. So I'm like, all right. Bro, I was there for like a month. No bullshit. He left me.
What were you just? Did you have a place to stay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My best friend stay out there. He actually got a gym. It's called Strong House Fitness.
Shout out Strong House Fitness.
Yeah, it's on Melrose. Big Sean trained there. He told me Drake was coming.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Big niggas train there. It's a private gym, but if you got a little bit of money,
yeah. So you're staying with
go
him.
Get your lift on. Yeah, so I'm staying
for
with
a
him.
month.
Right. Actually, Jerry was the one who went to UB, who I was telling you about earlier.
Oh yeah.
That's my best friend. Now he's in LA. So I'm staying with him, right? And shit, I'm just kicking it. We just smoking weed every day, chilling, cooling. Day at work, I'm just in the house bumming it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it on the couch type shit. The nigga comes back finally with my work, with a whole story.
But with it.
But with it. It was trash. Trash. So I had to take the loss. Yeah. I'm like, yo, I've been here this long. I ain't even care. I'm like, yo, I'm just taking the shit and I'm leaving. So I put my shit on the truck or whatever, and I got the fuck out of there.
You're telling this to Dizza.
Right. But, so this is the thing. After that happened, the nigga's like, yo, so he gave me all his work. I done gave him all his money, waited all this time, and I owe him $1,100.
You still owe him $1,100?
Bro, yes, because he gave me
he was a
little bit more, like one or two, like, bro. Anyway, it was $1,100. And this nigga had the nerve to call me the next day after I got home, like, yo, where's my $1,100? I said, oh, hell no.
Like, I'm going to Mexico for a week.
No, bro.
I'll call you when I get back.
Bro, exactly. So I hit him with the bullshit, like, yo. I'm like, yo, bro, I just got home, bro. My shit ain't even touched down yet. Like, you wilding out. Like, what are you even writing me that for? Yeah, you ain't got $11 at your house? No. I don't have $1,100 in my house. I did. But you wasn't about to play that position with me, nigga. You gonna wait.
Yeah, he made you wait for a month. Yeah.
So, shit. That's what happened.
And it was shit work.
Bro, yes. This nigga starts sending me messages on IG of him building guns and shit. Yo, this nigga
He's like, I'm going to come out to New York.
Bro, this nigga sent me a message with the fucking, the Spanish death god, De La Muerte or whatever the fuck.
Wishing hexes on you.
Bro, this nigga was like.
Over 11.
Talking about spells.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Talking about spells.
Yo, the fucking wishing. He has a voodoo doll of you. He's sending pictures of you.
Bro, he's just going crazy. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, this nigga, he bugged out, right? So
yeah.
So this nigga had a nigga named Ghost call me. I swear to God, bro. I ain't gonna go into the whole story with Ghost.
Wait, you can't. You are a great storyteller.
Bro, I want to hear this Ghost shit. Everybody in New York tell good stories. Right, so Ghost fucking calls me. He's like, yo, what's up? This is Ghost. Bro, I like to fell the fuck out. I was like, yo, who the fuck is like,
He's
what?
like, boo, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What you want, nigga? He like, yo, no, but he's mad cool though, and he's like, his voice is real Mexican though, but he's talking English good though. He's like, yo, bro, I have a little problem with my friend Mad Dog, man. We have to figure this out, man. Okay, Holmes? I'm like, what is there to figure out, bro? I owe him $1,100 fucking dollars. Like, are you fucking serious? He's like, well, yo, bro, until you give him that $1,100, you can't come to Cali, bro. I'm gonna put a green light out on you, bro. So I'm like, man, fuck y'all niggas. I hang up.
I love that you're like, this dude's mad chill.
Yeah, bro, but he's mad cool, like talking
It's
mad
the chillest
smooth,
hit
though.
that's ever been put out
Exactly.
on me.
But I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck how you say it. You said it,
Yeah.
motherfucker. So what you saying, nigga? Y'all about to...
I can't go fucking...
fuck Cali, nigga. I
Cali's
ain't going up
big.
there anyway.
There's 7.
Nah, right, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
fuck you and all that other shit you talking about, right? I hung up. My man, old boy, calls me. The dude who's at Shice Bub's house as I'm telling the story.
Yeah.
Old boy, he's like, yo, man, Ghost is, man, he's serious, man. You need to just pay up, bro. And it's not like I owe the nigga $40,000, $50,000.
Yeah, that's $1,100.
Bro, so $1,100. Man,
That's
I
a
said,
pair
y'all
of
niggas
fly
is going.
guys on
But
eBay.
now, right. By this time, though, this is a month going by.
Yeah.
So everybody mad. I don't care. I'm getting niggas mad on purpose. Man, I sent that nigga $1,100. I just went to Western Union and sent that shit, man.
You're like, I don't feel like dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, y'all niggas is going too far.
You ever meet Ghost?
Nah, I ain't never meet
Oh.
Ghost. But so the nigga, the Mad Dog nigga say he was gonna rape me.
I don't mean to laugh at, but
Bro,
like,
I couldn't remember the punchline of the whole story. He said he was gonna rape me. Yo, bro, he was sending me DMs.
I thought he was gonna say you sending you dick pics.
No.
What the fuck?
Nah, fucking DMs. And I'm like, the fuck is this nigga sending me this shit? I'm looking at this shit. I'm like,
Over
He's like,
$1,100,
bro. So when I'm telling these niggas the story,
Yeah.
they crying, laughing. This is like, yo, this nigga's the funniest nigga I ever met in my life. So this nigga's like, yo, I'm doing a movie. I want you in it. I want you to co-star in it because you funny as hell. And I was like, word? He was like, yeah. And I was like, well, that's funny because I got a song I want you to get on.
Is that the song that was on the...
Yeah, he did that. He did that way back then. And yeah, those songs are old. Like I held on to a lot of shit. And I still got other shit I'm holding on to just to wait for the situation to get better and more marketing money and all that extra shit, the politics.
Yeah. What happened to the movie? With the movie?
So the guy who wrote it and directed it and was supposed to direct it got married. He had a baby. Then Corona. So all of that shit was like a 4-year hiatus type shit. And it kind of just slowed shit down. We actually have a script, but he like redid it. And we never got the redid version. Politics.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Lord Mob's doing a comedy with Stars Coleman.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
They're doing a comedy.
I should probably hit me fucks up about that or like.
Yeah,
Flea.
shout out me fucks.
Yeah.
Great dude.
Shout out, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hit me back, son. I sent you my number. Call me. Son. That nigga be shrouded in obscurity. And shit.
He's like one of the top computer hackers, like cybersecurity. Like he owns, he like runs shit. Like he's like serious cybersecurity shit. Yeah, he's a
techie.
Yeah. Yeah, like serious techie. When I
That
found
makes
that out, I
sense.
was like, God damn, like it
Yeah, that
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're
I
doing
would
it.
love to work with you.
So what's your next shit? You were just in the studio with Slater, which I thought was crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy because like I never thought you got. I'm a big fan of his, and
you
I
like
never.
Slater?
Yeah.
Yeah, his shit's fire.
Fire. I like everything. Like there's
Yeah.
no style of rap other than emo shit that I don't
shit.
like.
Yeah. Nah, Slater, that's my nigga. He I don't know if he signed to Cinematic or what he has going on with them, but he was there all the time, and I used to be there all the time with Dizza. So, I would see Slater all the time.
Yeah.
just
He had
smoking
Diz on a track.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Benny.
yeah. I would just be with Slater smoking weed.
Are you doing different sounds though? Like
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of different shit. I'm just. So this is how I see it for myself, bro. I see it like, okay, I feel like it's levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already did the underground shit. Now I did the underground, not the underground, not the underground. Now I'm starting to crack, like just push the pen through.
Yeah.
And that's 10 years of work before.
It takes you. What do they say? It takes
10,000
you
hours.
10 years to be an overnight success
Right.
too. Like,
So my 10 years, that shit is over with.
you grind.
You know what I'm saying? I did all that.
But you're getting like
what?
traction. Like,
Oh yeah,
people are noticing your shit.
Right, and my album, I don't know if you listen to it. Players only.
All the time. I love
Do
that
you
album.
really?
Yeah, I really do.
Seriously?
Yeah, like really.
Yo, bro, I think that shit is great.
I do too.
As
I
a-
really
as-
do.
as a-
Tell literally this whole week I've been playing it for them because I
Deadass?
listen to yeah.
Bro, I think that album is musically really good.
I do too.
So I feel like if people could just get wind of it, they gotta fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'll play
Listen to it.
Right.
Because you have so
Play
many
it.
fuck with her. You have so many different sounds on there. You got
Bro,
Rags to Riches. You got
You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's all just, it makes sense, but it doesn't bore you.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
put you to sleep. Like right when you get tired at Rags to Riches at the end of that, because it's not the fastest song, then you got the Player in My Soul or whatever. Those songs are not really fast, but then I hit you with fuck with her and it wakes you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No, I really do, and I fucked with that for a minute. Like,
I really appreciate it because
Yeah.
I think when people go back to that in a couple years, that'll be something that niggas can hold on to. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because a lot of those songs are old.
yeah, you were saying record 6 years ago.
The shit with
like,
Dizza is old.
Yeah.
The shit with Benny's old. Fuck With Us probably like 2-3 years old. And a lot of other songs were new too. But
So what's your next shit? Like, you
I'm-
said you're done with the like. What's
so
your
yeah, like
next
how I
step?
said, I see it in like phases. Like, okay, nigga, I want to be like a big like huge rapper. Like I want to be Drake status type shit. Like not basically. I know I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it.
doing a
all
lot
on
of
my
like
music.
into the
Not
camera.
of those. You know what I'm saying? But more or less like because I know my charisma.
Yeah.
And, I know I can act and I know I'm funny and I don't need a fucking script.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just funny.
Yeah.
It's just what the fuck.
You believe in your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that I feel like I see more. I see like Hollywood shit. Like I see Hollywood. I see big lights. I see really getting to the point where like you're one of those people that just one of the biggest people in the world. Like I see like that for myself. And if it don't happen that way, cool. But I ain't gonna let the chance now pass it up and never know what could have happened.
I don't
know
want
what
to
I'm
say the word mentor, but like Diz is a person to look at for that shit. 'Cause
He's my mentor.
He grinded for so
He's my
long.
mentor.
Didn't get the recognition he deserved.
No.
And now look at the podcast. Look at like
And
he's the one that
that's-
I've like. It's like Currency, another one. They
yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
you have
and
to
the
pay
thing-
your
and
dues sometimes.
Listen, the thing with Dizza, like, that nigga worked through everything. He showed me there's no excuse for nothing. For nothing. His dad died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Family situations. All type of shit. That nigga's rapping. You hear me? He's rapping.
That latest project he just put out. That was one of his.
He just get better and better.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, K, man, I think I'm going to rap like 3 more years. And I'm chilling, bro. Like, it's all you. I just be laughing. I think I ain't waiting 3 years, nigga. My time is now, nigga.
Well, what
know
do
what I
you?
mean?
What's next? What
Um,
if your time's now? Like,
I'm working on the shit with Buddha and Grands. I think that'll be dope for the city. Buddha and Grands, they, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're
no, I'm gonna have to check them
they
out.
the top, one of the top producers in the city.
I'll
There's 2 of them.
definitely-
There's a duo,
I'll definitely
but
check
they
them
the
out.
top, some of the top niggas in the city.
When's
you
that
know,
dropping?
Shit, I'm working on it now. I'm probably like 8. I'm probably like 7 songs in. I got Diz on it. I'm gonna put Rick Hyde on it.
Shout out Rick Hyde.
Yeah, that's my boy. I'm gonna put Rick Hyde on it, and I was trying to get Saigon on it. Yeah,
That'd be
something
crazy.
different.
Yeah.
Me and him talk on the phone time to time.
Saigon.
But trying to make it like hip hop type shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't see myself making that type of music for too long.
You want to diversify.
Yeah,
But
'Cause the
look
shit
at Benny. Look at what he's doing.
right. So
Like-
it comes with the popularity.
Yeah.
That you become a pop star with popularity. You feel what I'm saying? Like it just
Yeah.
happens like that. You need to,
Like people shit on whatever, Big Sean.
Mhm.
People shit on like Jack Harlow. Fuck, he had a song with Sci-Hi the Prince. I won't talk. You can never. I will never.
You can't take it away.
Like that's Sci-Hi. Like you
Right.
know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like there's
golly.
you. Fucking like
Right.
it doesn't matter what you do because look
Right.
at what the work that you've put in up until this point. You're
Right,
gonna have an
right.
album that's Benny and Dizza on it.
Right.
No matter how
I never
like,
saw that, but a lot of these things I wrote and manifested.
yeah.
I wrote this shit 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Like, yo, I even drew my face. I used to rock a wave, like waves and shit. I got a wavy ass hair and shit. Slick, look like egg yolk on it and shit. And I just started drawing myself, and I was like, yo, I need my shit to look more symmetrical, like with the shades and like the way my haircut is, and I
Yeah.
just saw it away. Like, and I wrote that down, and I said, okay, I want to get features by a big artist, and just everything I just kind of manifested. I used to tell everybody around me, like, especially my baby mother, like, yo, listen, it's going to be a renaissance of New York artists. And I don't know if I'm going to be the head of it or somebody else is. But when that shit happens, I'm going to be in the mix. And then I'm going to go from there. And I used to say that all the time. Now, I never would have known. It would have been some niggas from Buffalo to be the head of that shit.
Yeah.
But I spoke it into existence before I saw it. I didn't know who it was. But I knew somebody was going to do it. And it was them.
And you felt it.
And yeah, not only did I feel it, but I manifested it and then bumped into the nigga at the mall.
Yeah, it happens like that. You can't force it. That's
Bro,
the
you
thing. You can't force it.
All you could do is
can-
believe. And I wrote a song the other day called Everything Organic. And that's just what it is. Like, that's why the relationship with everybody I got around me is so much deeper than what people think. It's not some, like, I've been around these niggas for
Yeah.
fucking a long time.
You're
Carrying bags, fucking if you need help, what the fuck ever, nigga. What you need?
yeah, and people don't do that, and that's people who aren't gonna grow.
Now, I'm just pulling up in a silk shirt. Don't fucking touch me.
Your fur jacket.
You know, my fur, silver fox fur, don't fucking touch me. No, okay, don't get bags. Like, you feel me? Nah, but they afforded me that. And I grew through that. And, you know, I tell anybody, like, yo, if anybody, I want to be a rapper. What do I do? Put your music out. People like you. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
Make
If
sure
you
you
want to
go
be a
out.
comedian, tell jokes. It's
Yeah.
like people are like,
Good
hit it,
jokes.
Go as many times as you can. Get on stage. Fucking tell jokes.
Get better.
Yeah.
You just like shooting in the gym.
Yeah. You have to practice 10,000 hours. That's all it is. Consistency
You gotta
over a
shoot.
long period of
You
time.
gotta shoot, man. You gotta shoot. So, nigga, I just kept shooting. And everything happened, like I said, organic. I didn't hit Dizza on IG like, yo, I want to do a song with you. How much?
Yeah.
And he told me. Then I came, and then it was like, boom.
It was
and then
organic.
I met him somewhere, fucking buying weed, and then I wound up fucking doing music with him, telling a story, and he liked me. Now let's do a movie. Now he got me in cinematic every fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, yo, get to know everybody. Nigga, just bring me in there and just cut me loose. Go somewhere and do talks and business, and I'm fucking just roaming around like, hey, I'm KC. Nice to meet you. Like, nice to meet you guys. Like, you feel me? So that shit was just like whatever. And that's how I met Slater. Like,
Yeah.
just, yo, what you got smoking on? Hey, sit down, roll up, talk. Now we all bullshitting. Man, I know them niggas for a minute, so, we all good. And then that night I met Slater, he was just in the studio. Somebody said, yo, Slater's outside. I said, Slater? Went out there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He like, oh, my nigga. And then he came in my session and shit. Then we just smoked and took some pictures and
Yeah.
fucked around and talked for like a half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, just caught up because the whole Corona shit, cinematic was closed.
Mm-hmm.
Like we go in there like 2 at a time.
You
and
could only, yeah.
me, Dizza, and them, or just them and just limited. So I hadn't really been up there too much during this whole Corona shit. So I hadn't seen him in a minute. So it was good to see him.
Man, thank you very much for coming on. This was
Thank you.
great.
Thank you. I
Thanks for
appreciate it.
really getting real high in the beginning.
Yeah, man. It's all
We're
good,
hotboxing
man.
this room.
It's all good.
I'm gonna smoke this up right now, but I really do appreciate you coming on. Like
Yeah,
this
man.
was This was great. It was organic. It worked perfect.
Nice and smooth, baby, how it should be.
Do you want to plug your shit before we wrap up?
Shit, just type in Player K, and I'll come up. Player with an ER, and look out for the shit I got coming out with Buddha and Grands. Yeah. I'm working on another tape with DJ Relly Rel right now. We're gonna be dropping singles every week, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna drop singles every week. Leading up to the Buddha and Grand shit, kind of gain momentum and traction. It's a lighter from the Astor Club. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Bullshit. Come through. $500 lifetime member.
Yeah. Are you gonna steal this $500 from me and tell me I'm a star?
Nah, just go down there. You gotta go down there and just be like, hey, act like you know what's going on. Don't go down there looking fucking lost. But what else I got coming? I got a bunch of shit coming. The Play in My Soul video, I was thinking about dropping yesterday. I might drop it tomorrow. It's done already, so I can drop it whenever.
Drop that shit.
And shit, more shit with the homies. I might be on tour in October. I'm just waiting for them to work everything out with how the timing slots and logistics. And shit, I got some shit with Red Cafe coming. That's my boy.
Shout out Red Cafe.
Yeah, he's doing a lot for me, trying to get me a song that I can push. So, just a lot of shit coming. So I'm just working, man. Dizza, I got a couple tracks with him. Flea, I'm working with Flea.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I fuck with all them niggas.
That's
Flea,
gonna be.
I fuck with them.
I want to hear you with that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna work with Flea and really start to ascend. You know what I'm saying? So
it's time for the next
level. It's time for the next level. That's it.
Man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This has been the Bucked Up Podcast.